Ashley, I had the pleasure of supervising Ashley, and I just want to say, with both Ashley and Jasenia, I really enjoyed supervision this year. I feel like
Not in the past.
no, I have, but I think as you get older, you get in a groove, and you feel more comfortable, and it almost becomes more collaborative. And Ashley touched on, Ashley had some significant losses. And we often read that our greatest growth comes in darkness, not in the light. It's easy when all the stars line up and we're feeling really nourished to stretch and grow. But it's really in the difficult times. And so I saw you dig deep this year. And I know you had the support of Spencer. And what I was struck by both Jasenia and Ashley, I think more so than any other year, I kind of focus each year on a theme that I felt like my students had. But this year, I felt like Ashley and Jasenia, more than any of my students in the past, engaged in self-reflection. And the longer I do this work, it sounds a little cliche, but it's very important because we ask our clients to do that, and I feel like as students in training or as therapists, sometimes it's hard to be vulnerable, particularly a student in training, because you want to appear extremely competent in front of your supervisor, right? And I felt like this year you guys, I felt privileged that you came in and shared those vulnerabilities. And I really mean that from the heart. I think we've all kind of shed a tear here and there, me included. And I think that's important. And I take that to heart because you guys were able to peel back some of the layers and forget about, oh, how is my supervisor perceiving me? And you both did that. And I think that's where your greatest growth will come from, is looking at that vulnerability. And in particular, that was the theme for me this year. So maybe it was more of a projection on my part. Maybe I was going through some things, so I really valued that with the two of you. But I really valued it. So I saw it as strength and not weakness. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. And Ashley, I so appreciate, with as full as your schedule was and knowing you were spending so much time in the car and running all over the place, that I'd give you projects and you didn't make excuses. And I appreciate that. And I know, Spencer, you spoke from the heart when she was doing things at night. Or I see when she emails things at 11 o'clock at night or early in the morning, or even on days that you were taking educational days for school, you were still doing things for us. So I appreciate that. I feel like the clients in adult daycare really benefited. So when you talked earlier about your passion with older adults, it really came through. And so the staff enjoyed you, and we thank you for your service. And I really grew as a supervisor working with you. So congratulations.
So should we do Jasenia since
Yes.
we started?
Yes.
Well, Dr. Amrich and I, we supervise Jasenia. Dr. Amrich supervised the elderly piece, and I supervised the